Welcome back to Above Average. I'm Alex. This is Larissa. We are your hosts. And today we have a very special guest. We have Allison Brewer in the studio. She is the founder of Masters MedSpa in Irvine, California. And she is very good at what she does. She takes her role very seriously. She travels all over the world to stay up to date with the latest research, make sure she's the best at what she does. And she's also doing it with 2 little kids at home. So today we are going to dive into what it really takes to run a growing business while you have a family, what works, what doesn't work, and hopefully we all learn something along the way. So let's get started. Why don't you tell us just a little bit about yourself, what you do, how you got into the business?
Thank you for that intro. That's really sweet that you read my bio. I do travel around the world to learn.
I did my research.
You did?
Yes.
Because in America, and I'll give a little intro as well, but in America, I just noticed that puffy face and overfilled look that they weren't having in other countries. So I really didn't want that American training. Like, what are they doing in Switzerland? They are gorgeous. France, they all look natural. And they all have filler. They use filler a lot. So that was my best education. But yes, I am Allison Brewer, a mother of a 3 and a 5-year-old, both boys, crazy active boys. We have a very successful med spa in Irvine, California. I say we because my husband jumped on board a year in. And we can
I didn't
talk
know
about
that.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we got to talk about that.
Yes, it was fabulous because I realized, and we'll get into this, you cannot do it all. Be the face of the business, be the best at what you do, and then also be good at growing a business and marketing. So you have to let go of some things, and we can get into my husband's background. That's his background.
So I want to know, because I don't know, I was thinking about this. I don't know this about you. How did this start? How did Masters MedSpa start? Because Masters is fairly new.
Yes.
When did you get into aesthetics? What led to this? What led to starting the med spa? What's the early?
So my mom is an injecting nurse. She was one of the first to ever learn Botox in the 80s.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm one of 10 second-generation injectors in all of America.
Wow.
What?
I know. What a stat.
That's just because how new it is, though, right? Because now, right, because we only had our moms. Our moms were the pioneers. And so then
Wait, say that again. One of 10 second-generation injectors.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yes. So
wow.
only 10 other nurses can say my mom also did this in the 90s.
Oh,
Isn't that
cool.
wild?
That's
I know,
really
it's a fun
cool.
Little, fun
So you
little
grew
plug.
up with it.
I did. So watching my mom, okay, we're going to go on a little tangent. My mom always married, we're just going to get into it, abusive men, and she was tied to them because she was financially dependent on them. So I watched her become financially independent by getting her nursing degree when I was in junior high. And then she jumped into aesthetics. So seeing that, at that moment, I didn't know this occurred in my brain, but at that moment, I was never going to let a man support me ever. Ever. I was never going to be under that thumb. Growing up, I realized men are amazing and beautiful and wonderful husbands, but that was my example as a kid. So watching her put herself through nursing school, then she went into aesthetics. So she would always play on me. I got Botox probably now 26 years ago, which is wild. I know who plays on their kid.
Oh my God.
Is that abuse?
Oh my God. Is that abuse?
I was 18
Oh,
or
okay.
older.
Oh, maybe.
But,
minus
you know,
5. No, I'm just kidding. Okay,
Right?
so she would practice on you.
Yes, and then I started working with her in high school, just at the front desk, and then I went and followed her footsteps, got my nursing degree, and then I was always doing aesthetics on the side, but I never honored it. I never thought this was something that you need to really pay attention to and study and learn. It was always such an easy side gig because I worked in the hospital as an oncology nurse. I gave chemo. I helped people die. That was intense. It was 6 years, night shift.
Wow.
And so my fun job would be on the weekends with my mom. And she was always like, girl, why don't you just come do this? And I would say, you're not a real nurse. You're a fake nurse. I'm a real nurse. She's like, okay, when you're done being a real nurse, let me know. So fast forward, I went to get my NP, women's health. I was sick of death and dying. So I wanted to go into birth and life.
Oh.
So that ended up just being a lot of gynecological exams, a lot of vaginas. And I was like, no,
No thanks.
that's not what I imagined. So working with my mom again on the side, 7 days a week. So I have my 9 to 5 and then working in aesthetics on the weekend. And one day I finally just let go. I'm like, why am I fighting this? I love my weekend job. And so then here we are. So I've been in aesthetics since 2009. but didn't honor it until 2017. That's when I dove in, studied it, realized it is actually an amazing medicine, so much to learn, and it's really hard to do.
Is that
really fun.
is 2017 the start of Masters?
Okay, so 2017 is when I dove in full time, and then from 2017 to 2024, I was just building, learning, traveling around the world, learning, just getting my grips on this whole aesthetic medicine, making mistakes and coming back from those mistakes. And then I realized everywhere I worked, the business model was cheap products. So you have to get a lot of patients. So you have to see 20 patients a day. You got 15 minutes on each patient. And it was just really difficult to get a good result with no complications. I couldn't work in that environment. And I would complain to my husband about it. And he's like, you have to start your own med spa. There's no way. Everywhere you've worked is like that. So he was always the voice in my head, which I would encourage women out there to be your own voice in your own head, which is nice. But I love that I had him. And he's like, he just said it so confidently. You're going to start your own med spa. You have to. So we started Masters because I want the patient to walk in, know they're getting the best nurse, the best technology, have comfort in that, and know that they're getting the best products. And I take 2.5 hours on my injections with my patients. They are going to look phenomenal, not distorted. And then I do a complimentary follow-up to make sure everything's settled. And if I need to add more or take some away, we do that. So I could never do that at any practice.
Yeah.
So I needed to make my own rules.
You saw a gap in just the flow of how that goes.
Quality. Yeah.
The quality, the time. Kind of like, dare I say, Western medicine, and then people break away from Western medicine and then go to like concierge practice or something, because then they can actually spend the time and do the follow-ups and get to know the people and all of that.
Yeah,
That's really
exactly.
fascinating. And so so 2024 is when you really kicked off Masters.
Yes.
And so then at that point you had what, a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old?
And a 3-year-old.
That's what I was wondering,
Good
too.
memory.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Why did we do that? We really wanted to do that in 2019, but then I got pregnant, and I was like,
That whole thing.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I got so scared of what motherhood was going to be like. Is this going to crumble everything? I was so scared, so that paused us for a while. And once we had our second one, when did you guys get your lives back? I would say a year after our second one, I felt like, okay,
Yeah.
I can get on my feet.
Well, mine are all a year apart.
Yeah.
So I feel like today I got my
Today's
life.
the
I'm
day.
just kidding. No, but I do think actually that's a really good point that there isn't. Well, I don't know. I'm curious, but I always say, because people ask me this, like when is the right time to have the baby? When is the right time to start the business? I don't know if there's ever a right time because something's just going to come about. Like you're going to have a baby, or if it's not a baby, it's something else. I mean, the baby's the biggest one, but like
I agree.
I mean, I don't know if there ever is like a right time. You know?
And everyone's so different on the kids thing. Like I have an 8-month-old. I feel like
Wow.
I'm great though, but I'm finally sleeping. And for me, that was the lever that like made me feel alive. But I mean, still growing the business even before then, just, you know.
So you're doing it through it.
Yeah, I would say we both are doing it through it.
Are you going to have
Sounds
more?
like you are too. I would love to have more, but you know, I'm working on my husband. Sounds like you're iffy on the more.
I would love to have a tummy tuck with your guy, Subio.
Oh my God, he's the best.
I'm obsessed with him.
Yes. Don't you love the lines in the stomach he does? Yeah. Now I can't unsee a tummy tuck
I can't
like
unsee it.
that.
It's just him or nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I asked my husband, I was like, listen, because there's no going back. Like I'm going to fly to Pennsylvania or whatever. He's in Philadelphia.
Oh, wow.
You're going to do it?
Well,
Eventually.
like
Yes.
either we have a babe,
One
we
or the
just
other.
gotta know because
Yes.
we can't. And he was like, let's just let God decide. I'm like, okay, but that doesn't really fall within my tummy tuck plan. So I need to know.
When is God going to tell me?
what
'Cause-
is going to
Ooh,
happen?
that is tough.
So I
That
don't
is
know. I
tough.
really do want a tummy tuck. So I got to decide, you know?
Yeah. Good for you.
You would love to have more babies.
No, we're done. I am terrible birther. I get pregnant, fascinatingly, at 40, easy. But I have emergency C-sections where the doctor has my husband kiss me goodbye. type.
Both times?
Both times.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So my husband, I wanted one more. To your point, yes, you're right. I wanted one more. I wanted my girl.
Yeah.
But my husband was, I'm getting a vasectomy and I don't care.
yeah.
Twice, I pretty much had to say goodbye to you, and he's
that's
traumatized.
scary.
Birth
Yeah.
is
I get that.
traumatizing
See, I had great births.
for me.
Easy birth. Pregnancy was really, really rough. But birth was so easy for me.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm like, I could do that again. But it's actually the pregnancy that scares me. And I was in and out of the hospital with the third the whole time and
Oh,
on
that
bed
is
rest the
awful.
whole time. And so I really feel like that took a toll on the boys. And they still, like, they literally had PTSD. Like, after even I had the baby and I came home, when I would go to leave the house, they were like, don't do it, don't go. And they would freak out. I think they thought, like, I wasn't coming back. So I think about that, and knock on wood, if
Yeah.
something like that were to happen again, I wouldn't want to do that now to 3 kids, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, we all have different reasons. This is fascinating because the reason for me, like I had a traumatic first birth, but the other 2 were great. My pregnancies are fine, no hospital visits.
Wow.
But I worry about the after, like the whole not sleeping, everything that it does to my husband and I when we're so exhausted and we're trying to make it all happen. We have 3 little babies also at home that are depending on us. Like that's the part that I get worried about
That's
is that
real.
transition. And you never know with pregnancy, but there's so many
Yeah.
aspects to consider when
Yeah.
you're thinking about kids. It's
That's
so
real.
much.
That's a tough one though, because you know it's temporary. And if you can
Yes.
just keep that in your mind.
Yeah.
The benefit is
know.
this child for the rest of your life.
That's what I
That's
yeah.
what I tell my husband.
Oh, like come on,
so And then we have another seat at the table
I
with another
know.
human
Forever.
forever.
Who's
and then
gonna make
their-
more humans?
Yes, and then their kids.
It's
Oh,
hard
you're
to
having
shut the door
another
on
one.
it. It is hard to shut the door on it. I talked about this with
Can
my
you
friends.
get a night nanny? Something to make that
Well, that's my
easy?
goal. I told if I make
okay.
enough money, he'll agree to it because then we can hire more help. So I'm on a mission.
Okay.
There you go.
We're gonna do
There
it.
you go. Yeah.
It's the mission to have a
Yeah.
4th kid. It's just, making the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I find you guys more impressive because you did it through pregnancy, where pregnancy did pause me. I was scared of like a new baby, a new business, and a new baby, a physical new baby.
It's a lot. But how are you doing it now?
I would say I didn't stop my vision when I got pregnant. I started the back end of it. Like, let's look for electronic medical records. Let's start to look for location. Let's start to look for things that are easy, that don't require a lot of time, a lot of commitment. And that took a year or 2. So unbeknownst to me, if I had waited to start all that stuff, it would have been a 2-year delay anyway. So
Interesting.
So it was
Yeah.
almost like the right time.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
perfect timing. Yeah.
Exactly.
It
It
all
all worked
just
out.
works out
Yeah.
exactly as it's meant to be.
yeah, I would encourage people. What is that saying? Big things are done little by little. Or little by little,
Yes.
big things
Yeah.
are done.
I completely agree with that. That's why you got to break big dreams into small, little digestible tasks. Otherwise, it gets too overwhelming. You won't start.
Oh, 100%.
That's what I think happens.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
right. And let's get even weirder. I am on this weird journey in my 40s where this part of my brain has opened and I realize I have control of everything. And I almost feel like I'm living in a simulation where I control everything with my thoughts. I'm not like I can't levitate a table, but I can go through the day grumpy and thinking people are stupid, and everyone will be stupid around me because I just made that happen. Or I can
Yes.
go through the day thinking, gosh, that person's interesting or pretty or wow, and I will have such a better day. And I did all of that in my
your brain.
head.
In my mind. I
This
don't think
is
that's
my
weird.
kind of talk.
Yeah.
I'm like I am like, now we'll get super weird. I firmly believe that we render as we go. So we just are creating our reality.
100%.
Yeah.
It's not here. It doesn't exist. We make it exist.
100%. You're
So
having a
if you
completely
ma-
different experience.
Yes.
than I
So
am.
if you make it exist in a certain way, that's how it's going to exist.
I think we're all on the same page. I couldn't agree more. It's a lot of the work I do with my clients because I think I see a lot of problems when people say like, oh, society set us up to fail. Oh, it's too hard to be a mom and to work. And it's like, I think when you tell yourself all of these things, you start really believing it. And then you believe you have no control over the outcome of your life. But the more that you start understanding and believing, no, I actually have a lot of control, you can set everything up exactly the way that you want it.
Yeah, your thoughts are either going to make you soar or they're going to cut you down. And
Yeah.
it's just your own thoughts. I mean, from a Christian background, we're made in the likeness of God, right? He likes to create. So do we. So we're creating reality. We create kids. I mean, with His help, but we create our own reality. We're probably stuck in the matrix. I think our soul is plugged in heaven, and we're just living this video game. Mm-hmm. So
Totally.
just do it.
Yeah.
And then have fun doing it too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't just do it and like bury yourself.
Yeah.
And just survive through it.
Yeah.
It's like, do it and have fun. And I would say I'm working on this with my son. He's 5. I think we both have
Yes.
5-year-old sons.
I love that. Their brain starts to.
Their brain is starting. So every morning it's like, okay, Dami, what are you going to do to make today great? What are you grateful for? And it's like really, I see it rewiring his brain. He's like automatically looking for things that are going to be good. He's deciding how he's going to make today great. It's like, oh, I'm going to run in the house and give daddy a bunch of kisses and tell him how much I love that he makes breakfast. I'm like, that's going to make today better.
Awesome.
It's just I have all these things. And I think the more that we can even teach our kids that, the better too.
So awesome.
I have like I know I'm kind of cuckoo, but I have like buzzwords that we're just not allowed to say in the house. Like the kids or anybody else. Like we absolutely the words I'm sick would just never we don't use that word. You're not sick. You're not sick. You're just not. We don't use that word because that's what's going to happen to you. So they'll say, I'm healing, or I need help, I need support, something like that. But we just, so if someone comes over and sees like a sniffle and they're like, oh, are you sick? My kids will be like, no, I'm
love
healing. I
that.
need support. I need drops. I need something. My body needs something. My body's telling me that.
switching from
Like, I
Yeah.
just can't,
Yes.
it like hurts my soul. If someone is like, oh, are they sick? I'm like, never. It just doesn't happen.
it.
It
They're
just
like,
doesn't
yeah,
happen.
okay.
It doesn't happen. And honestly, my kids literally never get sick, which is like, but I think I'm creating that.
I love that.
I'm crazy
You are.
though. But I'm like, no, I'm creating that reality.
You absolutely
that
are.
we
You're
just don't,
switching them
you know?
from victimhood. to,
Yeah.
You're not sick. It's not happening at you.
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
you doing about it?
Totally.
Oh, I'm healing. I'm getting better.
Yeah.
I
Whatever
love,
you said.
and it's not perfect. Like I would say, I told myself the entire time I was pregnant that I was going to have a baby that sleeps. She sleeps. I went really hardcore, and it didn't happen. So, but it's still, it's not like a victim. Like, oh, now poor me. It's like, okay, what are we going to do about it? What's the next steps,
Yeah.
right? So, I think it's a good way to live.
Yeah,
But you know,
it
on the
is.
biblical front too, I think about this all the time, is that we are created in God's image. And he created every single one of us. So even if I do run into somebody where I'm like, oh, I don't drive with you, or you did something that upset me or whatever, it's almost easier to move on from it because I'm like, God made you that way and he made me this way and we just don't drive. I don't know. It doesn't like sit with me as much as it used to, because I used to think, well, we got in this fight and they're just a bad person, or they're just this, or they're just that. And it's like, no, they're not. They just, you and them just, or them and me, our planes just don't
And that's okay.
cross, and it's okay. I
Yeah.
don't even think about it anymore.
This is so
You know?
interesting. I'm through the podcast. I'm learning so much about religion. I'm not a particularly religious person, but Larissa is, and
I am.
I think all of our guests maybe have been. Many of
You're
them.
kind of newish.
Religion wise?
Yeah, or
oh
no?
my gosh, no. I came out of it actually.
Oh, okay.
I went to Calvary Chapel Bible College before going to nursing school and got deep into it. Like I took everything the Bible said literally. I was on the streets preaching. In
What?
Oceanside. Oh, you are going to hell if you don't believe in Jesus.
Oh.
There's some stuff in the Bible that when you take it literally, it can be odd.
Yeah.
And so I went too deep and realized, God, this doesn't sit well with me. This is giving me the ick.
Interesting.
And so I came out of it, and I think I realize now I just get weird. I say the universe or God. I still know God's there. It's impossible to deny that. But I just think how we're trying to put him in this box in the Bible and in our brain, he's just way bigger than that. It's like trying to explain time to a dog.
Yeah.
I heard that once.
Yeah.
Like, so you're going to make it real simple and weird because it's unexplainable. So
Totally.
he's going to make himself
interesting.
so simplified, but don't take it too literally. Take it with a grain of salt, like he's teaching you something. He's showing you something. That's where I sit now.
I'm with you.
But I
Yeah.
can totally appreciate getting deep into the Bible and loving it.
Interesting. I think I'm very similar to that. Very much believe in the universe and spirituality and something greater, but I'm not very religious. So I don't know. There's so many different ways to take it. It's not
Yeah.
all or nothing. It's all or nothing. It's all
Yeah.
figure out what fits. But I like the way that you frame certain things. And I'm better now at answering some of my kids' questions because my kids are at a Christian school.
Oh, that is
Preschool.
hard.
And
So I'm like, send them my way.
yeah, and they'll like ask the
what do you say?
I don't know. My husband and I try our best because he's not religious either. So like they'll ask us things about God and we're kind of like, how do we take this one? just trying to answer that.
That's so funny.
It's not by the Bible. It's just kind of our interpretation of being a good person usually.
That's beautiful, though. That's a nice way to put that.
We figure it out.
Yeah,
But
I like that.
anyway, let's go back. Take us back.
yes.
Your business now, how's it going? Like you said, your husband got involved. How does it feel to balance everything? How is it having the kids, the ages they are, running a growing business?
Gosh, yes. We like to involve them a lot. Like they were in there decorating with us. They were in there carrying some stones to put down because we decorated the whole place and put everything together. So we involved them a lot because I think if I didn't do that, the guilt, if I left them at home and did this on my own, I'm choosing work over my kids. So they're coming with me. So they just get to join as much as they can. They're little. But when we first opened the med spa, I didn't even have a door on my treatment room. That was scary. But I had patients from 8 years of doing treatments. So I had an 8-year following. So they just came. I didn't have a front desk because I was so scared, what if nobody comes and I can't pay someone? But within 2 weeks, we realized, oh my God, we need a front desk. Because the patients were coming in, hello, where are you? It's like, oh, the patient experience wasn't there. So we got a front desk immediately. I hired way too quick, by the way. That's a whole nother podcast.
I was going to ask about that though, actually.
Okay.
Because
I've made those mistakes.
I'm interested about it from you because I think you and I are similar in that we're so meticulous and specific. And I don't like to use the term perfectionist, but it's definitely there where it's like it just seems to be so perfect. And I struggle with hiring people because I'll see someone's work or their work ethic or something and I'm like, man, it's not up to par for me or whatever. And I have to learn, okay, can I extract good qualities from you or is it really just not a fit? And I feel like that is even tenfold for something that you're doing where you're working on people's face.
Yes.
So how do you find...
I learned, and my husband was telling me this the entire time. My husband's background, he's graduated from his marketing degree at Concordia. So he was a VP of a big alcohol industry, VP of marketing for Young's Market Company, all the alcohol distribution for almost all of Orange County. And then he was the CEO of Cake Cannabis. So he ran a $20 million business. So I'm over here, I want to start a med spa. He's like, definitely you can. So in the background, he's like, all right, what are your SOPs? And I'm like, don't give me homework. I'm trying to open a business and decorate it. And I would always call it homework. And he's like, okay. I hired my first girl. If she ever listens to this, it was just an inappropriate fit. But I realized the homework he was trying to give me is standardized procedures.
Yes.
Duh. So everything I do now, do you do this with the people you hire?
What?
Everything you want or expect is written down in black and white.
Oh, yeah.
To the nth degree.
But you know what? My husband, who's really creative, and his brain is just kind of like that, and I probably sound like I'm giving him homework. I'm like, well, where's the contract? Well, where's your agenda? Where's your meeting notes? Where's your this? He's like, we don't have time to do that. I'm like, you have to do that. You have to do that. And he's like, no, we just need a blah, blah, blah. And then when something doesn't go right, I'm like, well, where's your agenda? Where's your meeting notes? Where's your follow-up? So I'm more like that because I come from corporate. But he's really creative, big picture. And I think sometimes the homework to him feels like you're bringing me down.
Yes.
Just don't get into my flow. But it's...
Say that all the time to my husband.
Yeah.
Because he's corporate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so that has helped me so much because I can unleash my perfectionism on a piece of paper. And then I teach them, and then they know the expectations, and you have them teach it back to you, and you watch them, and then you can kind of decide, oh, they're getting it. They're getting it. It's hard. It's a struggle. They're getting it little by little. They're growing each day. Or you can see they don't get that at all. I told them that 4 times, and it's right over their head. Okay, I'm going to give them a little more time, maybe another week. But then you have to communicate that. Hey, I don't see us aligning on these. I'm going to give you another chance, and if they can't pull it together, fire quick, right?
Okay, there was a lot of pieces there that are really important for how to delegate properly. So I think the first one, because I agree with your husband, my background is in helping businesses develop their systems, write up SOPs. So that was like exactly what I would go in and do with businesses. And now I apply it to women's lives for the reasons that literally you just said, because it's hard to do. It feels like homework, but then once you do it, it makes everything so much easier. So I couldn't agree more. So you have that all written down, which is amazing. And you're taking the next step and having tough conversations, which is also something that can be hard to do and easy to avoid by saying like, this is the exact instructions that I gave you. This is where maybe you're not doing it. It's not exactly happening the way I thought. And you're giving them that feedback before you fire. So it sounds like you are really doing a great job with hiring.
Oh, yes. Right now, our team is amazing. I want no one to leave. What do you guys need? More money? You want a break room? You want another coffee pot? What do we need here to keep you? But wait, what'd you say earlier about the SOPs and...
So I'm curious, is your husband, sorry, just before I forget, is your husband full time with you now?
Yes. So how that happened? Okay, I remembered. I remembered. We'll come back to that. So
if you need to say it, because I don't want you to forget.
No.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
He was just watching me from the sidelines and rooting me on and helping me when I asked him, but really just letting me go. And it's so funny. He must have seen me fall on my face a million times because he's running a $20 million business and watching me make these decisions. But he knows, we've talked about this, and our kids are like this now, so it's endearing to him. If you tell them that's hot, they don't listen. They have to feel it. And I am that way. You cannot tell me that this is how you do it. I have to fail. And then I learn. So he let that happen. So when it came time to do our taxes, he was working with our tax guy, and he went through all of our pro forma and all of our margins, and we were doing well. We were growing slowly, but he was just looking at this, I need to get involved. This is something I need to get involved in. He just saw massive opportunity. He saw where I was getting completely ripped off by these pharmaceutical companies. And he's like, why aren't you negotiating prices with them? Oh, no, their prices are firm. We're in tiers. Okay, give me that phone number. And the prices he got and his negotiation skills. And once I saw how good he was at that, I let go. And I have not looked back.
I love that so much.
Oh, my God.
What an amazing partner,
It is
too.
such an amazing partnership. Just
I got lucky.
him knowing you as a wife and you knowing him as a husband and you putting trust into him. And I just love the whole message.
Yeah, that's a beautiful story. Him letting you like kind of, touch the fire or whatever.
Yeah.
Do it first on your own and then stepping in when it's time. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
really
you.
exciting.
It's funny how I didn't realize our jobs would combine ever in life. VP of marketing at an alcohol industry. I'm doing oncology at the hospital. And it's
now here you are.
literally perfect. So that started taking him more and more time, and I started delegating him more and more tasks until he was pretty much full-time. So,
And now he's full-time.
and now he's full-time. Yep. Okay, I remember what I was going to say.
Okay.
The hard conversations.
Yes.
That was insane. I talked about that quickly just now on the pod as if it's just easy to do. That was as a people pleaser and an empath. I was crying my first fire. It tore me up for months. I kept her on probably 9 months longer than I should have, dreading those conversations.
You're
okay,
not
can we
alone.
talk about this for a second? I don't have that. I don't have that gene. I do not have it. It does not exist within me. Sometimes I wish it did.
No,
I do not have it. And people wrote to me. I've been posting on stories. I'm like, you see, you just got to fire bad people and find good people. And a lot of people are writing in being like, I can't do it. A gal wrote to me, I hope she doesn't mind I share, obviously not sharing her name, but she said, I have this nanny. I've caught her in a lie.
Oh, no.
I've caught her doing XYZ, and I don't know how to like, it's giving me anxiety. I'm like, what do you mean? You say you do not work here anymore, and here's the reason. Like, so I don't know, how do people get over that? Like, do you have any helpful tips or things? Because I'm the wrong person. Because I'm like, just do it and move on, and then your life will be better, and their life's going to be better, because clearly you guys aren't a match. I kind of view it that way too. Like, you're almost doing, I mean, I view like you're doing them a disservice because you don't want them here. And so they're going to feel it no matter what. Let them go fly, and you go find someone else you're better with. Like, that's kind of how it works for me. But what do you say to people that are going through this?
That is exactly why I asked the question, because I work with my clients all the time. Because when you said you just had that conversation, I was like, oh, that's a big one, because that is hard to do. And you're right. That is usually the first step. So when I work with people on this specifically, usually we start with a reframe. It's like, okay, they're usually thinking about it as a really big negative. So if you're going to fire the nanny, it's like, oh my gosh, the nanny's going to be devastated and all these things. And so first it's like the reframe. why is this important? This is really important for me to have this conversation because my kids are my number one priority, and I want to make sure that the person that's taking care of them is the best person, whatever it is, right? Like reframing it. And then practice is another big thing. Like I will literally sit with my clients and be like, okay, try it with me. Run through exactly what you're going to say. And it's like so hard and they're sweating but then it gets easier and then it gets easier. And then I don't know, I find comes back to the universe thing that like once they start practicing setting these boundaries or having the conversations, the universe starts throwing more examples at them. And they're like, oh my God, again, I can't believe this is happening again. I'm like, I can. It is literally the universe saying, you need to get better at this skill. You need to put the reps in. You just need to keep going. And it sounds like, I don't know, I'm curious what your experience was getting over that because I know that's a really tough one.
I find that I will hold things in until I blow up. So then I started to hate confrontations because they were so inappropriate. My mom's the exact same way. It just happened to her last week. And I saw it from an outsider's perspective. And I'll take it. And then they do something tiny and I blow up and I hate myself and the guilt and the shame. So I was avoiding all confrontation. So every confrontation to me was this horrible event. So then I needed to prevent that from happening. So I had to lay down these little micro boundaries sooner.
Yes.
And with kindness. Because when I'd blow up, I was mean. I would rip them down. Like, what is that? Where did that come from? Yeah. I don't need to rip them down like that. It's not their fault. Yeah. They had no idea.
I took note of everything you've done incorrectly for the last 6 months, and here it is. And this is why I...
Without any feedback for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
It's so unfair. So I try to lead with tons of kindness. Like, what do you guys need? I ask them more, what are you looking for? What are your goals here? And then I just bring it back to, well, here's your job expectations, and this is what we need. And they're just not aligning. And I just try to keep my voice light and high and try to keep a smile on, just keep the conversation more in the positive way instead of, you're really not doing it for me. You're not doing anything. I told you twice. That doesn't make me feel good. But and I want them to talk more. What do you need in life? How can we get you what you need? We're just not aligning, but it doesn't mean you're not going to find an amazing job where everything you need in life is going to flourish there. But it just is not here, and that's okay. And I tell them that too. And Mel Robbins, what does she say? You deliver the news kindly, and you are not responsible for what they do with it.
Let them.
That is so freeing. Like, as long as I'm kind and gentle and honest and true to who I am not responsible for their tears and how they're taking that. They can either crumble or they can soar. That is not my responsibility.
Yeah.
So having to change that mindset really helped.
I think that's important too, that you are laying almost like these little Easter eggs. So then when you get to it, you're kind of saying, I've given you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you figure out what that threshold is for you. And then it probably would feel better to you, I would assume. And also to them where it's like, hey, we talked on this day about this, we talked on this day about, and then you're kind of like, and I've done that with, I'm just thinking specifically about nannies that I have fired, where it's like, okay, hey, I warned you about this, or asked you about this, or asked you about this. And then finally it kind of leads up, to that.
It's not a
And
surprise.
you're kind of both done at that point. They don't like being warned either.
No,
So
I
it's
always
kind
think
of
that too. I'm like, you probably don't like this as much as I don't like this.
So
because if you liked it, you would remember what I said to you too. I always think that. I'm like, if you really were into this gig,
100%.
you kind of be into this gig, and you probably wouldn't forget all these little things, but you're not really into this gig. So I'm gonna do
and you
a
can use that
favor.
on your tool belt too. Like, we've talked 5 times. Let's be honest and real with ourselves.
Yeah.
We both don't like this situation.
Yeah.
Gives them a little bit of power. You don't like it either. You're not thriving here if you're really honest with yourself. And it gives them their power back. And you're going to find somewhere you thrive. You have good skill set. It just doesn't jive here.
Yeah. No, that's super helpful.
And I think that what you said about being aware of how you respond, because that's something I hear a lot too. Like something will happen and you'll just take it because you don't want to confront. It'll happen and happen and happen until you blow up. And then it's like, then you're mad at yourself. And that's so awesome that you caught that. And then you started just having the conversations up front. Because I think that's another reason to just have the hard conversations. And that can happen in marriages. That can happen with employees. Like that happens across the board. I've seen that with clients doing favors. they're a financial advisor for a living, right? And then they're doing favors for family and they're never asking for anything in return, and the favor and the favor. And then the resentment builds and builds. And it's like the family member doesn't even know that you're resenting. So you're doing a disservice to them because now you have all this anger towards them and they don't even know why. And because you didn't tell them, there was never any conversation. So I think that is such an important piece too.
Yeah, that is. In business and in personal.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to get into
Ooh.
the good stuff.
The Botox.
The Botox.
Oh, how'd I know?
A couple questions for you that people read into me. People want to know your thoughts on Sculptra, which I don't even know what Sculptra is.
Okay.
So can you enlighten us?
Yes, definitely.
Tell us your thoughts.
Poly-L-lactic acid. It's a biodegradable collagen stimulator. So biodegradable, your body breaks it down, but it turns it into collagen. Collagen is fibrin tissue remaking the skin. So on one end of the spectrum, collagen is beautiful, tight skin, youthful skin. On the other end of the spectrum, too much fibrin activation is actually scar tissue. So this is where you hear those rumors, well, not rumors, online of plastic surgeons saying, guys, calm down on the Sculptra. I'm having a hard time in surgery. And there's both ends of that argument where some surgeons are like, what are you talking about? There's no problem at all. I've done a million of them on women with Sculptra. What are you even talking about? But that makes sense to me. If you overdo it, maybe you can get that way. So I love Sculptra because it's natural. It's your own body's collagen. It's not me putting in a foreign object into you. Well, I am, but your body's breaking it down.
Is it an injectable?
It is. It's injected.
Oh.
It's injected throughout the face. So it doesn't give volume per se. It gives tighter skin. So as you age, you're able to pull your skin, right? When you inject collagen, you can feel it right after. And like not right after, about 3 months later after you get it, you try to pull that same skin and it's taut and it bounces back. So it's fun. It's almost like a pause button.
3 months later?
3 months later.
How long does it last?
That's anything collagen stimulation will take 3 months. It's your body's own natural. Some people quicker.
Yeah.
Smokers never. Yeah, if you're younger or you're taking care of your body, you're healthy, you'll feel it in 2 months. It's pretty fun and it's a good way for you to stay younger looking without needing injectables.
Is it considered a filler?
No, it's not. It's considered a biostimulator.
Oh.
So different. Radius is in that category.
Okay.
That's a little thicker, gives a little more volume. So if I really want to make a jawline or give some volume, I'll use Radius. And then microneedling is a topical biostimulator.
Okay.
And then PRX peel is another biostimulator. So those are all biostimulators stimulating your own collagen. So I think people are getting more into that because after we overfilled everybody's face for about 10 years. Sorry, everybody. I'm going to apologize for all injectors in America for overfilling everybody's face in Orange County. We didn't know any better. It was new to us. Like I said, I'm the second generation. We got this beautiful stuff called hyaluronic acid. We got so excited. What can we do with it? How far can we bring it? Like in anything, where can we go with it? And then we saw, oh no, that's not normal. So the pendulum is swinging back down to where we only do natural injections.
Okay.
And we backed off of that. The world watched us go through this process. When you talk to like an injector in France, yeah, we were just wondering, what are you guys up to over there? Why are you making everybody look weird?
Oh, how funny.
It's so funny. Like, I don't know. We were just
We got
not
excited.
guided. We got excited.
Yeah.
We weren't guided. The companies came and taught us how to inject. That's totally illegal in other countries.
Well, and women or men came and got injected and kept coming. So
Well, the company is going to say they need 12 syringes in their face. Why would they not?
yeah.
Oh, they need 12 syringes? Well, how long does it last? Only a year. Oh, that sounds good because it's going to break down right away. Fast forward, it lasts a long time. They do not need 12 syringes. So we're getting a lot more responsible and fun with it.
So what do you
Interesting.
do with people who come in and have had way too many injections in their face?
So hopefully they're all hyaluronic acid.
Okay.
Hopefully, because it's the only thing that can be completely dissolved. And I bought an ultrasound machine. I've been geeking out on it. I can actually search for where your filler is.
Wow.
And I can dissolve it under ultrasound and make sure I get that pocket. It's so
That's
fun.
cool.
Yeah, it's so fun. So it dissolves with an injection called Hylenex. It's an enzyme and it completely breaks it down. And you can see it under ultrasound. So that's really fun. So usually if they've had too much injections, that's a great question. And they come in and they want more. It's a conversation, a slow one. They have body dysmorphia, obviously. That's
Well,
a
does it happen?
touchy
Does that
subject.
happen often?
Just last week.
Okay.
It's a touchy subject. And if I were to fully convince her to dissolve her face, I would send her on a really psychotic, depressive episode because she's so used to seeing her face like that. So that is a slow process. And to get them to trust you in that process, that's a sticky one because they just want you to put more. There's a dopamine hit. I'm going to be honest with you guys. We're getting real.
Yeah.
There's a dopamine hit from getting poked by a needle, and not just the pain. I've noticed this in patients when they come in, even if I do a dot and I don't notice much, I'm like, okay, maybe she needs a little more. We're just hydrating. Oh my God. Their reaction is, it's the best thing I've ever seen. I'm like, I really didn't change that much. What's going on?
Yeah.
You came in and you got poked. All right, I'm here for it. We'll leave it at that.
Interesting.
Like, you're so happy. So I think they're getting this dopamine response. Same thing with tattoos, right? People that get more and more tattoos, they get this dopamine hit from getting a new tattoo. So if I'm not giving her that dopamine hit, she's going to leave and go to someone who is. But I'm also not going to give her that dopamine hit. It's sticky. They usually don't stick around. To answer your question,
Yeah.
I give them the spiel. I give them the speech. I try to get them on lasers, tightening, some sort of, help the skin. But they usually won't stick around. They'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, there's a whole psychology aspect there I hadn't really thought about. The body
Big time.
dysmorphia. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I could see how that would be sticky.
Yeah, it is. And I used to just fill them up because we thought it only lasted a year.
Yeah.
I have this weird, I feel like I've experienced this. This is probably not the right thing to say, but I'm going to say it anyways. The people who you see photos of them 10 years ago and they just completely look like a different person. Like they just don't have the same face. You're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even recognize you. I noticed that those people today with the new face are pretty like secluded and insecure and very, not insecure is not the right word, but what's the word I'm thinking of? Kind of like standoffish. Do you ever
they
see
know
that?
they look weird?
I don't know.
Or have they always been that? Which came first?
Yeah, that's
Which came
interesting.
first?
Yeah.
I always
Were
think
they
that
way so they got too much?
So that's what I
Yeah.
just said to my
injections?
husband. Like, were they like that and then they went this route thinking it was going to bring them more confidence or something?
Maybe.
That change happened slowly over the years. That could be injectables, but 9 times out of 10, that's surgery. Because with injectables, it's just a little bit of jelly, just a little bit of hyaluronic acid. You can't do much unless you're putting an obnoxious, unethical amount in. And you're just putting 6 syringes in their cheek. And you have to do that slowly over time. So that injector is purposely dysmorphing their face every time they come in without ever offering dissolver. That to me doesn't resonate. Usually that's not what's happening. But if you go to surgery and you get a fat transfer, they fill up your face with 20 cc's of your own fat because you're going to lose 35% of it after you're healing from surgery. And you come out, Jim Carrey, and you come out with all this. Everybody thinks it's filler in Jim Carrey's cheeks. If it was filler and he got that attention, his injector would text him immediately, come into my office, we are dissolving. Right?
You don't think that's a clone?
Okay, I went through. I
most Larissa comment ever.
Clone too. I get weird. I go there.
clone.
I go there.
But okay, assuming it's a fat transfer and not a clone.
So funny.
Assuming it's not a clone.
Usually it's fat
That's
transfer.
that puffy look is from a
Yes.
fat transfer.
Yes, and a year later after you get the fat transfer, it usually settles and looks really good. So they're just coming out too soon.
Got it. Okay.
They're coming out too soon. Stay in your house. You got to stay in your house for a year. I'm sorry. But
Stay in your house, clones.
Yes, stay back until that
Come
all
out after
settles.
your fat transfer is settled.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, that's surgery. On the movie stars where you see and they're just like, whoa, that is, what happened there?
It's a fat transfer.
Surgery.
Yeah, because
People
what
think it's filler and it's
injector
not.
is going to inject a celebrity, have them come in their office consistently, because you have to build that over time,
Yeah.
and keep doing it on a celebrity.
Interesting.
That's a wild move.
Interesting.
And I feel like celebrities could pick a good injector.
Yeah.
They've got the money.
yeah.
Yeah, but at some point, if they're saying this is what I want, like somebody's going to do it.
Oh, then that's a
think
bad injector.
I think
That's
that comes into the whole psychology piece of it.
That's a first sign of a bad injector. They will sit there and listen to you and deny you is a good injector. Sorry. First sign of a bad injector, you come in, this is what I want. Okay. And do it. Because people don't understand what it does. They shouldn't. They don't study it. They don't understand where it should go, what we can and can't do with it. They think it's just a
Yeah.
miracle drug.
Yeah.
Everything, this
Put
could
it
change
everywhere.
everything. No.
Yeah.
Filler only belongs in a fat pad. It only belongs in a fat pad that's deflating. So if the fat pad's not deflating, don't put it there. There's cases where if you're born without a chin, okay, filler can give you a beautiful chin, but 9 times out of 10, it only belongs in a fat pad. If they want skin tightening, they've got to do lasers. Don't try to do that with filler. So there's rules to this. So oftentimes what are your goals? What would that look like to you? Let me walk you through how we get there. And I say no a lot.
Yeah, well, you're very clearly passionate about this. This
I
is
love
what
it.
stands out. Like you lit up when you started talking about it. So
I
you
knew she
found
would.
your
That's why I was like, let's get
passion.
to the good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Let's get to the stuff I know you want to talk
Being a mom, I
about.
don't know what that is. I'm learning every day.
So at Masters, you have kind of the full suite of options. If someone comes in and says, these are my goals, you have the ability, you do lasers, you do, what else?
so you-
Injectables, obviously, but lasers, injectables, and then you're kind of creating this plan for them based off of what
Yes.
they want.
At first, when we opened, I only wanted to do a couple treatments, keep it simple. Like, I cannot go and shop at Ross or Nordstrom Rack. I need 3 options, and I pick one. So I was thinking in my head, let's keep it simple for the clients. But then, as I noticed, I needed more and more tools, more and more tricks up my sleeve. So then we started getting more and more machines. And now it was getting overwhelming for everybody. What do I do? There's 15,000 different things I can do. So
Yeah.
I just made a beautiful treatment plan that simplifies it all. It starts with skincare. You know this. Everything
Are you Epicurus still?
I am Epicurus, but we love Elastin as well.
Oh, Elastin is
Yes.
great. Yeah.
But
Okay.
we focus more on post-healing because we do lasers. So there's tons of great skincare out there, but ours is focused on clean beauty and post-healing mostly. So start with skincare. If your skincare is not aligned, what are you doing in this office? You're wasting money. Then we go to biostimulators, which what we talked about. Because if you can do that a couple times a year, you'll need a lot less, and what I call on the back of the paper, Botox and fillers. You'll need a lot less if you're doing the natural biostimulation and good skincare. So that's the safest way to do it. In medicine, you're always supposed to do the safety first and then result. So that's how we break that down. And then filler's fun. We do lose fat pad as we age. Some of them. Number one area is under the eyes, and then the chin shadow, and then the temples. So we gently refill these fat pads, and then Botox. You guys all know how Botox works. So we walk them through this simplified treatment plan so it can just be on one page and they can understand it. So that's
Yeah.
how we operate now.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I've never heard it explained that way. So that's cool.
It's so overwhelming. Do I do a laser? Well, then we bought this AI facial scanning camera, which is amazing.
Is that the thing I did?
Yes. So I was looking into it, funny enough, and then I don't know if I saw you do it or you messaged me, but I'm like, oh my God, that's what I wanted.
It was really cool.
It was encouraging. When you did it, I was like, okay, that's a sign from the universe. I have to get
Okay,
one.
good. I'm glad. Yeah, they just asked me to come in and do it. I was like, okay, cool. And I obviously was like, I'm not going to do Botox or filler, whatever you're going to,
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to see it. But it showed everything, where my dark spots were, where my sunspots were, different fat ratios in my face, like the symmetry of my face and all this kind of cool stuff. And I ended up doing a laser, I think,
Yeah,
at
so
that
that's
place.
how we'll toggle which laser is most beneficial. They're all beneficial to you, but which one's going to give you the most bang for your buck?
Based off of your skin.
Based off your
read.
skin. Like your browns and reds, oof, out of control. Let's get you the ultra clear. Let's skip the microneedling. Let's go for the
Oh,
ultra
wow.
clear.
So this is like a full diagnosis that you do. I'm not just walking in and saying, I need some more Botox.
I love that you just said that because this is medicine.
Yeah.
We get categorized as a nail salon or cosmetics or eyebrow tweezing, but we are medical. So we are absolutely diagnosing what is causing this and what is the treatment and what is the plan exactly. I think my years of being in NP in women's health and having to live my life like that with all patients, I bring that now to the med spa. It's not just willy-nilly, oh, I just want to look this certain way. Well, let's actually diagnose it for you.
I love it.
So-
I love it.
I'm curious, do you ever go into, because I'm obviously, this is my thing, like learning about the body and the organs and then what causes aging and like the fascia and all that. Do you ever look into that type of stuff?
So I rely on you for that.
Okay, great.
I follow
here for you. I'm here for you.
No, it's all connected, and we do talk about that a lot
Yeah.
at conferences, but I try to stay with the face
Yeah.
as much as possible. Face, neck, and chest.
Okay. Because I went down this rabbit hole the other day. I sat in a seminar on Saturday and then I went down this rabbit hole about people whose mitochondria like people who age faster, like you see, there's like, I just age faster and I get gray faster or whatever. And then I went down this rabbit hole about your mitochondria is like it's lacking. Your like actual cells of your mitochondria need something.
So that is a totally different area of medicine, and I love that.
It's kind of fascinating.
It is so fascinating. And when you discover stuff like that, that's why I geek out on your page.
Okay, good.
And yeah.
Like somebody out there does.
Yes.
Because I'm geeked out on it. Like,
And
glad
I
it's someone
would
else.
definitely incorporate that. A lot of that stuff is gray zone because of the FDA for us. So we can't offer it. And we're not allowed to diagnose and put it in a treatment plan. I am tied to my license. So that's hard, but I can refer them. Like, hey, look into this. You are aging a little bit quick for your age.
Yeah.
I gotta
what if
figure
you
that
had like
out.
a traditional Chinese medicine person in your office that was like, okay, before we do all of these things, your gallbladder needs this herb, you know?
That
I
would
don't
be
know.
amazing.
That is like my dream place.
To really hit it from all the different angles.
Yeah.
Because that's me. Like I started graying at 20, but so did my mom and so did my brothers. And I did your tests though. I did the vitamin deficiencies that you said, and I wasn't deficient in them.
Did you do the hair analysis?
No, maybe
See,
I should do
if
that.
someone was in there doing a hair analysis and then reading your
and telling me why I'm aging so rapidly.
it would be like in addition. Like
Yeah.
I feel like it would make your I don't know.
Probably
That's
be
just-
better.
That is
These are my
beautiful.
big ideas.
I
you know,
love
I
that.
like
like
I
oh,
like
your
the big
liver
idea.
is stressed, so you're depleting your selenium, and in addition, get all your injectables.
You went too hard in college that it turned you gray.
Oh my God, imagine. You're like, dang it. But it was worth it.
My liver.
Well,
okay.
our PA we do labs and draw blood, and we go through all the vitamin deficiencies. We can even do allergy testing, but that's a whole nother area. We usually refer out once we see something up, like see a specialist, because at the end of the day, we're still a med spa.
Yeah.
But we do like to check into that. And some of our patients, we'll have them do NAD IVs if we notice that they're aging quicker or if they want a really good result from Sculptra. We need them at peak performance.
Amazing.
Right.
But yeah, we're inching into it.
Yeah.
But that's just a whole nother area. That's what you need to open.
Well, I have two things I need to do. I need to get this hair analysis and I need to book with you because
Oh my God,
I need
how
the full
exciting.
treatment,
Yeah.
full diagnosis.
Do you like
Next
to stay
time I
more
do
natural?
Botox. Oh yeah. I don't know. Do you think I look natural?
You do. No, everybody needs to look natural.
Yes.
That is a non-negotiable.
I don't
with
do
us.
much though. I'm pretty like
But with
Botox.
stuff injected into your face, do you like to stay on the all-natural side? Like,
Oh,
like
I
neurotoxins
see.
are a no-no or
You do
hyaluronic acid?
Botox?
No, I do Botox.
Oh, it's
Do you
beautiful.
do filler
Yeah.
too?
I have done filler. I don't do it regularly, but I have done it.
You don't need to. It
Yeah.
lasts 20 years. I can ultrasound it for you and show you where it is.
But I'm not opposed. I mean, I'm kind of on the side, like it makes me feel better about myself, especially because I am aging. When I let my Botox fully go, I got a lot of wrinkles. I don't look like Larissa's forehead. Not at all.
She does acupuncture and red light therapy.
That's right. I think it's because my mom's Hispanic. Actually.
Thank you for saying it, because my mother-in-law, I tell
But
you all
I
the
do
time.
the acupuncture too.
You
know?
fun.
And I do the red light therapy in my spa and my sauna all the time, but my wrinkles are still there. So I'm open to anything, but I do like the idea of sticking to more clean if that's an option. But
Yeah, definitely
I will
is.
definitely resort to Botox if
Yeah.
that's what's going to get the job
Yeah,
done.
I can't steal you from your current injector, though. That's a no-no in our industry.
Is it stealing?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think
well, we'll slip you in
I'm
the
a big
back
fan
door.
of understanding all your options and then making an
Okay,
informed
yeah.
decision.
Yeah, there
I
you
love
go.
that.
Yeah.
And then you could even bring your treatment plan to your nurse.
I could.
You know
How does
what
your
I love
husband
about
think about
Allison?
this conversation?
would hate me,
Your
but-
VP of marketing husband's like,
I'm
what
a
are you
girl's
doing?
Girl. I'm a hype man. I want to see you thrive.
No,
and
she
succeed.
is. You know
I
what?
love
I
that.
will
I
post
wanna-
the most
I've got your
unhinged
back.
thing. I'm like, I'm doing smoke in my belly button to avoid Botox. And she's like, yeah, girl, this is amazing. This looks so cool. She's like hyping me up
Well, dude,
in my
let me know.
unhinged
I love
stuff that I'm posting.
Well, let me know if it works. I'll refer. Like, try smoking your belly button.
I'm like, she's like, wasn't it that one? You're like, oh, awesome.
What were you doing that was just amazing? Oh, rubbing a banana on your face. I was going to comment on that. Like, let me know when you're done.
It's supposed to, like, it's supposed to be anti-aging. It's supposed to tighten your skin and put, I don't know.
It's working.
Anyways.
It's
But to be
working.
fair, and I'm going to put you on blast, but you were joking. You were joking. She reached out. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm spiraling. I need Botox. And she had just
I was
posted.
spiraling the other, was it like a few months ago?
Yeah, she just posted that she's trying to go all clean, no Botox. She's getting off of it. And she wrote me, I'm spiraling. And as a hype man and girls girl, I did not say, come in, I got you. I was like, girl, no.
No, she said
you
no.
got this. Stick
Where
through
was I
it.
going
I
though?
love
And I kind
that.
of freaked out. So the last time I got Botox was with her right after I had Evander.
I love how honest you are about that.
Yeah.
That's just super sweet.
So right after I had Evander, I was like, oh, I'm looking a little saggy. So I went and saw her. And then the only other time before that I had Botox was for my wedding. And I really didn't like it for my wedding.
Didn't.
Oh, bummer.
And I got 6 units in my forehead and I looked like I don't know, 6.
Yeah, some people are like that.
And I couldn't move.
sensitive.
I couldn't smile.
It's nice for the wallet.
I know.
I didn't like it. So anyways, then I forgot I was going somewhere and I was
On a
like
big
looking at my
trip?
face. I had like a big thing coming up. Maybe it was Texas.
It was a
I don't
trip
know.
of some sort.
But I was looking at my face and I'm like, oh, I look kind of saggy.
Well, content creation really puts that on blast. Like all these talking heads I do, I'm like editing them and I'm like, oh, why are my eyes funky? Like I need to do something about my teeth. Like it can kind of
Oh, no, it's the self-talk.
I know, I really work on it. I'm really
Oh, no,
working
that's
on it.
beautiful. No, oh, I love those teeth.
But I also
I'm
got
gonna post that
Invisalign,
picture.
so
I know.
you know.
Yeah. Okay, there was another thing. Morpheus. Are
Yes.
we over the Morpheus?
Yes, poor Morpheus. So in good hands, highly skilled hands, Morpheus is great. But I believe, rumor has it, they're going through a lawsuit because either they didn't know or they didn't disclose that it kills the superficial fat pad of the face, which is what you need. That's what I feel, because you're losing that as you age and it makes you look older. Look at all the people on GLPs, the gaunt
Yeah.
face. So
That kind of alien looking thing is, well,
Alien looking thing.
we call it that alienization.
Yeah, I mean, it looks
yeah. I know.
like, it kind of looks like an alien face. That's the Morpheus, right?
No, Morpheus is more where it looks tighter initially, and then soon you start getting crepey skin and crinkles and sagging, and you're, what is happening? Almost like it.
Oh,
like, why do I
wow.
look older? Especially the neck, and it's because you need fat pad. You need that superficial layer of fat pad under the skin for youthful, glowing skin.
See, this is scary. I'm glad none of this was out there when I started going to Botox. I mean, I was young when I started.
So it is scary and
yeah.
sad because how many patients have had it before? Even the nurse, the poor nurse or the doctor doing it had no idea. They're always trying to do the best they can. I give them the benefit of the doubt.
Is there stuff
wild.
you've done that you regret?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Lips. I went crazy on the lips. They look so weird on me. Under eye, when I was young and my mom was playing, I had a full syringe of Ultra Plus under each under eye. Under eye filler is the most complicated area. And when I do it, I use 0.01. That of a syringe. A syringe is 100 units. I had a full under each eye.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
To this day, I struggle with it a little bit. The lymphatics, I think, got damaged because there's no more filler. I've ultrasound it. But my lymphatics were damaged, so I'll get really puffy. I'll probably end up in a lower bleph one day.
So you like the bleph? You support the bleph?
Oh, I've had two
What's
upper
a
blephs.
bleph?
What? You got two upper blephs?
Yes. Do you ever
Wow.
put pictures on your podcast? You flash a screen.
Okay, let's do it. Before and after?
Yes.
Okay.
I was born with a monolid, and I didn't know that. So I didn't have a dual eyelid. So I always just thought I had extra skin hanging on my eyelash. So I had one bleph when I was younger. He took away skin. It was okay. And then it just fell apart after my second kid. And then I went into Jeffrey Joseph's in Newport Beach, little plug, because he's the best. And he actually had to form and shape an eyelid for me.
Wow.
Yes. and
That's
I
what a
love
bleph
it.
is when you remove skin?
That's an
and-
upper.
Okay.
That's what poor Jim Carrey, Jim Carrey has a phenomenal upper bleph. If you look at his result, it's beautiful, but it's just not Jim Carrey anymore. And that's why people are thinking that he's a clone. Watch his eyes, go Google it, before and after. He had so much skin. Poor guy probably couldn't even see. I bet you that was a medical emergency for him. He had so much skin, and then they removed it beautifully. But you look at him, and you're like, that's a clone. It's not him anymore. So you want to be careful with an upper bleph. You need it really natural, really, really natural, or it'll change.
Who do you think is the best bleph?
Interesting.
Jeffrey Joseph's.
Jeffrey Joseph's. Okay.
Yes.
Bleph.
He's conservative. He's
I
not
could
going
be
to be
interested
the
in the
cheapest.
bleph.
You don't need it, do you?
What do you mean?
Oh my
One day.
God. How old are you?
30. I'm almost 34. No, wait, no. I'm almost 35. No, wait, no. Wait, how? I was born in 1991.
I literally
almost
just asked
35.
No, I'm
my
going to be
husband this
34.
morning.
I'm
Okay.
almost 34.
Okay. Did you just get a
Are
year
you
back?
sure? I think I'm 36 and I was 90.
This is funny.
Guys, am I 33 or 34?
I
I'm
literally,
definitely
my
34.
phone's over there. I need a calculator.
I'm 34, right?
I would think so.
So am I going to be 35 in May?
I think you might have a big birthday coming up.
No. Did you just lose a year? I thought you gained a year.
I mean, I had Jaja at 33. Yes, I had. That's why I get confused because I have all these damn kids. Okay, so I had Jaja at 33, and then a couple weeks later, I turned 34. I'm
Yeah,
34. So
34.
I'm going to be 35.
That's a
oh
big
my gosh,
one.
I'm going to be 35.
Wow.
Very exciting.
Yeah, I asked my
Wow.
husband this morning, am I turning 43 this year or 42? Disappointingly, he said 43. That's happening.
Why
in a
is it
couple
disappointing?
months.
You look
I
amazing.
kind of agree.
Okay,
You look amazing, and you've
Only
accomplished
reason-
so much.
actually, I love aging. I will take every wrinkle because what happens in your brain as you age, these different pockets then unlock. Like we realize we're living a simulation now. I
Yeah.
never thought that in my 30s.
And that Jim Carrey is a clone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that we just have all this power. That comes with age. But I had my kids at 40-ish. If they do that to me, I'm going to be 80 with my first baby grandkid. And I don't know. That
But they might not do it
scares
to
me.
you. Don't put it out there.
That's so true.
You know?
Yeah. They're going to give me, well, I don't want them to ruin their lives with young kids, but
All of a sudden they're 16, like, hey, mom.
I'll take it. No, so that's the only reason is because I had kids so late that it scares me. I work out, I lift weights. By the way, muscle mass is the number one key tied to longevity, life longevity.
She's a big weight
I
loss
preach
girl.
it all day
Okay.
long.
So talk
It's
about
one thing
all
I'm
this
doing right.
anti-aging stuff. Get in the gym and build muscle. It's a complete correlation. So I'm in the gym building muscle. I feel like I need to live longer, healthier, younger because of my kids. But
I'm just going to pull up my calculator really fast.
Oh my
I'm going to be 35.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
I'm excited to find out.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm
Oh,
gonna be
did that make you
35.
sad?
No.
Okay.
I just was like, wait a minute. Because I gave birth to Layton 2 days after my birthday. I went in on my birthday and was like, take this baby out. And they were like, come back tomorrow. And then I did. And then I had him.
Wow.
And then, so I have that birthday always throws me off.
Mm.
And then I had Jaja 2 weeks before my birthday, this one. So like, I feel like I just get thrown off.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like you're probably a big birthday person. Like, are you going to do something fun for 35?
No, I'm a huge birthday person.
I knew it.
Oh.
And are you kidding? For 33, I made my husband fly all my friends to Miami. And
Yup,
we had
all right.
a giant
Wow.
birthday, wild shebang. But now it's a little different because Layton and I share a birthday for all intents and purposes, you know? And then Jaja's 2 weeks before
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then our wedding anniversary's right in the middle. And then it's Mother's Day. Like, it's a whole, May is a really big month for us. We're kind of just party all month of May.
Oh, that's
It's a good
awesome.
month.
Yeah.
Oh,
does that
it's
mean-
upcoming.
It's next month.
Wow. All right. I'm glad we nailed down it's
Yeah,
35.
Yeah. Glad we all figured this out
Yeah,
I
together.
know. You would
All
have
right.
thought the whole day you turned 34.
Yeah. Oh.
Poor
Yeah.
girl. So does your
know?
birthday get skipped now?
No.
Okay.
I mean, we flew to Miami. We brought everybody. Last year, I I had a 2-week-old.
Oh, that's true.
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so this year
and it was
you're
Layton. So we kind of like, I had the 2-week-old baby. And
Yeah.
then, so this year we'll do some, I don't know.
something
we'll do
fun.
something big. Yeah.
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs. I've been dying to go to Palm Springs.
Yeah, it's always fun. It's fun with the
It's
family.
just so fun. Yeah.
I don't know how
And
the
it's
weather is right
easy and
now.
Close. Yeah. End of May.
Yeah.
Well, and my birthday is always on Memorial Weekend. So everybody's always wanting to party
Yeah, that's true.
from the
That's
beginning
so
of time.
fun.
It's the most fun birthday ever.
I have so many friends born that same weekend. No
Really?
wonder we get along.
Yeah.
I like people born that time.
Yeah.
Horoscope. What are you? A
Gemini.
Gemini. I like Geminis.
Cuckoo.
Is
What are
it?
you? When's your birthday?
I'm a Leo, but
Oh,
I don't
okay. Great.
resonate. I'm a Leo Virgo cusp, August 22nd.
Oh.
So I think I started off as a Leo and now I'm resonating more with a Virgo. Does that happen to you? Can that happen?
Probably.
Probably.
I
A
believe
lot of
anything.
things change in life.
I believe anything.
Leos, well, they're supposed to be loud, obnoxious, narcissist, right? Kind of.
No. Strong.
Oh, look at you looking at the positive.
You know, I see. I'm like,
Look-
Absolutely not. We're going to reframe
yeah,
that.
absolutely. You're not going to say that about you.
I love it.
It's all good things.
I love it.
Okay. I was going down my treatment list. Sculptra, we got Morpheus. We know your thoughts on Morpheus. Are there anything big, upcoming trends, anything that you're seeing a lot of right now?
So the company is going to hate me, but we bought Soft Wave because it only reaches 1.5 into the skin to protect that superficial fat layer.
Okay.
What's soft wave?
Soft Wave is ultrasound tightening.
Okay.
So there's 2 types of ways you can tighten skin non-surgically. It's either going to be radiofrequency or ultrasound. So you can ask, how does that machine work? They're going to say one of those 2 things.
Okay.
They both work similarly. So why would you choose one or the other? Some people, their genetics just do better with radiofrequency. It's like Botox and Dysport. Some people, their genetics do better with ultrasound. So you really have to find what works best for you. We bought the Soft Wave, though, because it doesn't get into the fat pad. All therapy goes all the way to bone. So it's technically stronger, but you better hope you have a really good technician or you're going to look older after spending all that money. So Soft Wave, straightforward.
Yeah.
We can protect you all. And then what was your question? It was...
Just new and upcoming things that you're
Zerf.
interested in.
That's why I started talking about
Zerf.
Zerf
Okay.
is the rage right now. So we went to the Zerf conference. I got a Zerf on my face. And then I learned about it later. It's radio frequency. It's a wand. It's no pain. And it really wasn't. But it's 6 times stronger than Morpheus 8. And it reaches the SMAS, the muscle layer that they pull in surgery. So my first question to her, does it harm the superficial fat pad? No, it doesn't, because it targets water, so it skips through it. That just does not make physics sense to me.
Isn't muscle...
Below the fat pad.
Yes, but isn't muscle, I don't know, 50% water or something?
It does have a lot of water in it, and a lot of the blood vessels flow through it, which is considered water, hydration. So it does have more water than the fat pad. But if that device has to pass through skin to get to the muscle, you're telling me there's no harm. So with the Morpheus thing, how we all learned it years later, I have a prediction that's going to happen with the Zerf. So we didn't buy into it. I'm going to pause and wait on that one.
Okay, smart.
And if it ends up being amazing in a couple years, no complaints, no lawsuits, I'll probably buy into that one.
Okay.
But I wouldn't want to be the guinea pig.
Yeah.
Even though I did get it. I'll let you guys know. I mean, I can fill myself back up. So right after Zerf, I went back into the office and I did Sculptra. Because I was worried. I'm like, oh, no, they harmed it. They harmed it. Build back up, build back up. So I did my own Sculptra. So I really won't be able to tell you the truth if it hollowed me out because I prevented it. But
Yeah, okay. Good to know.
There's so much to this.
I know.
God, it's
It's
a
See,
whole
I
world
told
I
you,
didn't
I was
know.
like, Allison just knows, because I follow you and I follow what you do and you're traveling all around. So I always say this, I'm like, if anybody's ever going to touch my face, it's going to be you.
oh, I love you.
Because you just know what you're doing.
well,
And
then-
you're not going to lie to me.
No, never. And then some patients will send me stuff on Instagram. Is this true? And it's like these crazy before and afters, non-surgical. I'm like, unless they've discovered something in the entire world that no one's ever heard of, because I've listened to every conference around the world, then no, that's not true. So you guys can send me stuff. I'll tell you the truth.
Can you tell us any doctors who you think are just complete liars on Instagram? Well, I don't want to put you on blast like that.
There's a big one, and I keep getting his name mixed up with another doctor I like, which is terrible, but he's a facelift surgeon in San Diego. Big name, big time. He's on the news even. And he's the one that gave the filler and Sculptra fear out there and started it. And it was such a smart marketing move. It was clickbait. It was so genius, but he's getting a lot, and he does not care about the backlash. If you read through the comments, like, that's literally not how that works. That's not at all from all these different providers, but he just keeps producing it. So it started this filler fear mongering. He started it. He's the pioneer of that.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I like to hear the negatives too. I don't just immediately hate him. Oh, you're not talking about what I like, so I'm just going to hate you. I look into it and see if there's anything solid there. So I like that when people kind of push against me.
Yeah.
But there's no merit to that. And he'll go on the news and shout about it from the rooftops. And it's so funny because even doctors in Lebanon will comment on it. What are you talking about? You charge so much for a facelift. This is how I assume they sound.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
Here's the theatrics.
You charge, but they talk in broken English. It's adorable. You charge so much money for a facelift, and you don't know how to work with Sculptra? What is wrong with you? Like what kind of doctor are you? So it's funny to read their comments.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just my 2 cents.
Fascinating.
It really
What a
is.
world.
It's a whole
Fascinating
world out there.
world.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm glad that we're getting more natural. I'm really glad. I think providers started to get more natural first, and now the patients are getting on board. So it's a lot more fun.
I'm glad we're going to more natural. I'm glad you took the leap and you opened up your spa, even though it was scary and you had little kids,
Yeah.
because clearly you're passionate about it.
That's the thing. Find something that really makes you passionate, like your Larissa's list and you helping women, and then just try to find a way to make money from it. Is that what? That's the key.
Yeah, but
That's the
and don't
ticket.
you think? Because I'm such a firm believer in this. If that you really love it and it's
Yeah.
just fun and it just fuels you, it's gonna make money.
Yeah.
I just think that, and the
Yeah.
energy that you put out, I think it just
Matters.
Money does come.
Yeah, but what about how to protect yourself from burnout? We didn't even touch on that. You probably deal with that a lot with your clients.
Yes, that is pretty much all I do.
Because you find something you love, it makes it so fun. The money does come, and then is it negative self-talk that burns you out? What?
Do you get burnt out?
Yeah.
I'm
it's a good
very
question.
protective of that. So I haven't yet, but there'll be times where I'm on that line, and then I protect myself. I put more breaks in my day. I take days off work. I schedule more time with my family. Whatever makes me happy, I put more Pilates on. Like I change it quickly if I feel that.
Because I'm
coming.
kind of in. I mean, this is my hot take, but I've said this before. Like I kind of feel like burnout is a choice because you kind of feel it a little bit before it's coming, and then when you start to inch that way, or maybe you don't. I don't know. But when you start to inch that way, I think burnout is just a sign that you got to pivot. You got to start doing things you love. You got to delegate something else. You're just not in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing.
Maybe burnout is your little red flag that you got off course. You used to love this. You did this for a totally different reason.
Yeah.
That reason somehow switched. Maybe it got money-minded instead of just joy and helping women. That reason, get back to that reason you started it. Like maybe it's a little like, hey, you got off course here.
I think there's a lot of levels to burnout, but if we're talking about catching it early, which like I completely agree with you. Like if you're starting to see the signs that you're starting to feel burnt out, then you're talking about how you quickly reevaluate, you make changes in your life. Like that is exactly the right path because it can get more severe and everything else. But if you switch it up, what I find is that usually people that are very much passionate about what they do are less likely to get burnt out. Also, because you're fully committed to what you're doing. Like I can work all day long and not get burnt out because I love what I do and I have basic parameters in place. Like I'm going to make sure I protect my sleep. I'm going to make sure I work out. And I have a few breaks built in. I can pretty much go. I will work late any night I want because I love what I do, but I love it. So it doesn't take the same toll as doing things that suck your energy do.
I love a schedule and putting stuff in your schedule. I'll schedule playtime with the kids. Set an alarm. I read this on Instagram one time. Set an alarm for 10 minutes, put your phone down, and you are 100% present with your kids. And you put that in your calendar.
I am a firm believer in that too because I do think a lot of burnout, like even for stay-at-home moms, which I have had, which I've been now, and I've experienced it. I think burnout in motherhood comes from you just don't have the right systems in place. That's my opinion. Your brain is trying to do too many things, or maybe you're trying to play with them and do the dishes and do the laundry. Like that to me is where the burnout comes from. Because if you're super present in what you're doing, or you have a really good system for how your household runs and how all that flows, it doesn't make sense to me where the burnout would come. That's just my experience and that's my opinion on that. Like if I hear a stay-at-home mom is like, I'm just so burnt out, I'm like, well, are you taking on every single task of your household and you don't have a good system for it and you don't have a good flow or a good schedule or a good rhythm? That makes a lot of sense to me.
It's like, where's your capacity? Like, are you doing the basics? Are you sleeping? Are you taking basic care of yourself? Like, how's your nervous system? Like, that's one piece of it. And then the other piece is systems. Like, what systems do you have? How are you managing your time? What you said, I always ask people to calendar the commitments that are most likely to get pushed. Playing with your kids is so likely to get pushed because you get really busy and there's all these other urgent things you need to do. But that's something that's important and you want to do it. So it needs to be calendared. You need the alarm and you need to commit to, you need to have the discipline to follow through with the schedule that you set, even though there's something else like an email that you feel like is really urgent in the moment. It can wait. It can probably wait.
It can always wait.
It can always wait. So it's two pieces, I think. It's capacity and systems.
Saying no
Yeah.
is a big one. Because also people who are like, I'm so burnt out. My mom does this. Sorry, mom. But she'll be like, I have to go to this thing tonight and I really don't want to go. And then tomorrow we're going to go to dinner with so-and-so. And then the next day we're going to go out to so-and-so's birthday. I'm like, say no.
Yeah.
Just say you can't do it. I don't even really want to go to this thing tonight. I'm like, then don't do it. That's why you're burnt out, is because you're doing things that you don't really want to do. What are you
My
saying?
mom does that
I
too.
wonder what they're afraid of.
Yeah.
I think it's just like an obligation.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we have to go to so-and-so's kid's birthday or, friend's birthday or whatever. someone's dinner
Disappointing
party.
people.
Send a gift and a beautiful card.
Yeah.
Send
It's
a little
fine.
voice note.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a people pleaser that doesn't have a problem with saying no.
No, I do have a problem. Those are some solutions.
Well, those are good ones.
Those are things I want to do.
I do it. I'm like,
I will
can't
do
make
that.
it. Goodbye.
Yeah.
I'll send a gift ahead of time and a card and make sure to call them and comment on the Instagram and make sure they feel extra loved to be able to
Yeah.
say no. So
Very
that's my people pleaser
intentional.
in me. That's
Yes,
the
that is
I'm
the
not just going to
people
say
pleaser.
no. I'm going to say no and then shower them on the side because
Yeah. Well, I think though a lot of it, because I've heard this, it's like if I say no, that I don't want to go, they're gonna think that it's like me, I'm mad at them or I don't like them, when really it has nothing to do with this. It's like I'm tired and I had so much else going on in my life. So it's just like almost what that person's gonna think.
Which
Yeah.
is the let them theory. Mel
gotta
Robbins.
let them.
them.
that's something they need to work through because
That's on them.
a good
Yeah.
friend is going to totally understand. We're going to catch up
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Totally.
Yeah.
And not
Yeah.
make you feel guilty about that at all.
Yeah, I agree.
I think being a stay-at-home mom is harder than running a business. I'm going to put that out there because I'm a little bit of both. I'm at home 2 days a week. I'm at work 3 days a week. I'm more peaceful at work. Riddle me that.
I'm so opposite.
Everyone's
Okay,
so
so it's just a
different.
personality thing.
I think it is. I really think
Okay.
it is. I think it depends on what where you thrive. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But
I could not even, being at home with my 3 kids is not even remotely close to the comparison. It just is, it's not even, it's apples and oranges to how challenging my corporate job was. It's like I couldn't even, it's like laughable to compare them to me. And I know that's a hot take. Everyone's like, it's the hardest job in the world. I'm like, okay.
I
don't
believe
agree.
It's the hardest job in the world, but I think I think you're running an entire business at home.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I
I
don't
think that
understand that
business
business.
is easier.
What part of it's difficult? Because what you just said might be the challenge. It might be that now you have all your SOPs at work, you have everything dialed, everything's
Yeah.
exactly how you want it. But then at
don't
home,
have
you
it at your
don't
house.
have.
SOP that at home.
This is how my business was born.
My kids overwhelm me. Oh, I love them to death. It hurts me to even say that, but they love me so much, too much, if that's possible. They want it. My 3-year-old sleeps on top of me. They always start in their bed. We never co-slept, but I believe I see the arguments in both. But we always start them in their bed. They wake up in the middle of the night and end up in our bed. And my 3-year-old sleeps on top of me, which is adorable. He needs to be touching me in some sort of fashion. He pulls my arm on. He has to be touching me. And then as soon as he wakes up, the first words out of his mouth, "Mommy," comes out, and he wants me to hold him. I'm holding him doing my makeup this morning, cooking them breakfast. I'm holding him, and he's 40 pounds now.
Yeah.
And I get touched out easily. I'm not a touchy-feely person. Even I stopped breastfeeding at 3.5 months because I told my doctor that I want to tear him off of me because he
Yeah.
wanted to be on me 24/7. And my doctor's like, that's a thing. It's part of postpartum. Go ahead and just pump and give him a bottle. So he gave me the permission. I was like, okay. But I don't know if it's a thing with my personal I don't know where that came from. I've never been to a therapist. I should.
You should get
Probably.
neuro-emotional
Interesting.
technique. Have you ever done NET?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
that seems like a great candidate for that.
Never even heard of this.
You should get NET. Because I do NET a lot. Because I have my childhood's so crazy.
Yeah.
So I get weirdly triggered by a lot of weird things. And then I have to go to NET. And then NET's like, oh,
Do you have a suggested place?
yeah, I can give you all the info.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you guys talked about this on a podcast?
Yeah, I'll send you the podcast too.
Yes,
we had Dr.
please.
Sam come on and talk about what that even is and exactly how it's going to help you resolve
That's
some
not
of
the
your
4
underlying
quadrant.
issues.
No, that's
No.
Different. Okay.
Yeah.
Different.
Oh, I'm excited.
Had you done NET before I introduced you to Dr. Olivia?
No, and NET changed my life. It's the reason I got pregnant.
Oh,
I'll give you a
so
quick-
excited, you guys.
Yes. So what happened
It will
for
help
me,
you a
just
lot.
to illustrate it,
Okay.
is I wasn't getting pregnant. Nothing was working. I went to NET. They do muscle testing and ended up figuring out the reason why I wasn't getting pregnant was because I was concerned I wouldn't be able to scale my business the way that I wanted to.
Whoa.
So they did some work. I'm not going to claim to know it. Cleared the belief. I immediately got pregnant. And so I think it helps to just untangle.
It's your subconscious.
Exactly.
It's whatever what your subconscious is dealing with that you just think is like, that's just how I am. There's a subconscious piece to it. And you can go and clear pretty much anything from your subconscious.
Have you heard of moms like that need space? Is that a...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Every single
Oh
one
my
ever
gosh.
in the history of ever.
Yeah.
Because then the guilt and shame, because he's 3. So I
No.
will do it.
No.
I will obviously hold him. I will obviously never deny him because I know he's 3 and a baby and he loves me and that's everything positive is going on, but I'm crumbling inside.
And by the way, like, so my oldest is 3 and I have 2 under that.
Okay.
And they all 3 want to be with me, on me all the time, but I just have to set the boundary of like, I cannot hold you. I just can't.
Yeah.
It's also okay to set the boundary.
It is okay.
It doesn't make you a bad mom.
I couldn't physically hold on. It's funny because people online will be like, you have to co-sleep until they're 5. I'm like, I can't have 100 kids in my bed. I have 3 of them, and who do I grab and who do I not grab? You know, it's like, if one's in my bed and then one of them cried, like last night, both the boys cried in the middle of the night. What if I had Josh in my bed? Now she gonna wake up? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's beautiful, amazing, great. But, you know?
Yeah.
I think one of the things that we talk about a lot is that has been very helpful to me is in motherhood, like we as moms matter too. Like our sanity and our ability to be present and connected matters. And if there is building resentment because you never have a second to yourself and your body never has humans off of it, like it's okay to set boundaries to protect yourself too, because you matter in the equation and therefore they will be better because you are better and it's all connected. That always helps me when I'm struggling with things like that.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I've been enjoying your guys' podcast lately because you have some really good ideas with motherhood. Business, I'll talk all day. Botox, I'll talk all day. Motherhood, it's like, I'm just learning. And as soon as I get it down, they change.
Yeah. We talked about that earlier today. It's like there's no balance. It's like you kind of have to go with the flow. And NET will help a lot.
I'm so excited.
It helps me a lot because there's things where I'm like, they do this and I don't know why it sets me off. And then I go to NET and then it's like, when you were 3, I don't know, whatever.
I like to know the why.
Yeah.
I like to understand my brain and then conquer it.
Yes, me too. I like to understand the why and then make changes. Not like dwell on the why, but let's.
No, it's very much letting it go.
That's
and
the
moving
beauty
on
of it.
and being able to move on better is
Awesome.
more NET versus like talk therapy. There was a statistic actually in the seminar Saturday. It was like one 30-minute session or hour session of NET is the equivalent like mental and emotional and physical release of like 10 years of talk therapy.
Oh, wow.
Like, I don't know if that, it was like that.
Yeah.
I think it was something like that. Yeah.
I don't want to waste 10 years.
No. Go NET
I feel like there's benefits to therapy too. And this is also a really good, I know.
No, yeah, but from like a nervous system and like the subconscious, like it would take, whatever, say 5 years, whatever it was, for you to kind of come to this roundabout, whereas NET can kind of like
do it quick.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Whenever you have that like suspicion that some like a reaction is weird or like not normal, I feel like that's a good indicator.
100%.
And I know that's not weird.
Yeah.
And then the guilt and shame come. And I've learned to love guilt and shame, by the way. You guys love it. It's your mentor. It's your teacher. In fact, they found out in the brain, people without guilt and shame are sociopaths, narcissists. That's why. They don't take the guidance of guilt. So guilt tells you that wasn't the right thing to do, right? So if you thank it, thank you, guilt, for showing up. Okay, what are you trying to teach me? And then you release it. Say I blow up. I hold it and blow up. I feel guilty. If I go to that person, I feel really guilty. I blew up I don't want to be like that. It is gone, it's released, and you can thank and love your guilt and shame. So I've learned to come, instead of trying to shun them, I've learned to come in love with them.
And it sounds like be more compassionate to yourself because of it.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So that's helping with motherhood.
Well, thank you so much for being here today.
I know that was fun.
This is amazing. See how easy that was?
That was very easy. I was very scared. I took a blood pressure medication before I came in.
Oh my gosh, you're hilarious.
Have you guys ever done that?
No.
Oh, it calms your entire body. Your mind can still go crazy, but you're still.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice.
This was amazing.
was
Thank you.
great.
We learned so much from you. Where can people find you?
Okay, so the best place would be masters-medspa.com
Okay.
or our Instagram, masters.medspa. And that's it.
Okay. And then we'll have all of that in the show notes for you as well.
Yeah, thank
Check
you.
out Allison. Thanks so much for
Thank
being
you,
here today.
Allison.
This is amazing.